waiting your time, dreaming of a better life.
This day, International Women's Day, for me personally, is about peace, unity, and inspiration. It is celebrated all over the world.
This is your life, this new life has begun. It's your day, Woman's Day. It's your day, Woman's Day.
No matter what kind of background you have, where you come from, who you are, we all are one. It started in times when women did not have a right to vote. They created these banners, green, white, and violet. Green, G for give, white, W for women, as you see, and V, violet, for vote. Give women a vote. So I'm kind of reinventing the whole idea because it was formed symbolically for a woman to have a voice. So it's give women a voice. It's still V, voice.
Changing your ways, changing the surrounding you.
This video, called Power of the Soul, made its debut at International Women's Day, where on stage they paid tribute to women from around the world, women who work in film but who are not likely to be found doing power lunches in Hollywood. They were women like Doris Leader Charge, whom Kevin Costner hired to teach the actors in Dances with Wolves the Pawnee and Lakota languages. Costner became a friend and on this night sent his congratulations.
As I was able to experience your wisdom and become your friend in such a complete way, you are where you should be today in the spotlight on an international scale. Enjoy it, and God bless you. Sincerely, Kevin Costner. This is for you.
It was neat. Otherwise, I'd probably still be on a reservation. I never get to see the outside world.
Barbara Trent, who produced the Academy Award-winning documentary Panama Deception, introduced Vietnamese filmmaker Tiana, who made the critically acclaimed documentary From Hollywood to Hanoi.
Everyone did their part to keep hope going for Vietnam.
For women, for Asian American women, specifically for me doing a subject about Vietnam, all the doors were closed. And I would just say that we women must follow our dreams.
I think it's time for women to have a voice and also be heard. And I think through film, there's a big chance.
What strides have women made in the film industry? Well, with Oscars just a couple of weeks away, it should be noted that Jane Campion's Best Director nomination for The Piano marks only the second time in Oscars' 66-year history that a woman has been so honored.
This is a terrible blind spot, I'm afraid, in the people that run the industry, Hollywood, about women still. And I mean, it was so blatant a couple of years ago when a movie directed by Barbra Streisand was nominated for Best Movie and Best Actor and Best this, Best that, but nobody said Barbra Streisand Best Director.
Ironically, International Women's Day is recognized all over the world except in the United States. Women are now working on introducing a bill in Congress officially recognizing the day in this country. In the meantime, a group of women in Hollywood gathered in a small auditorium to celebrate on their own. Gloria Hillard, CNN, Los Angeles.
So I'm very proud of this. And then I wrote to the mayor.
But we certainly believe in the power of one, and the energy of somebody like Beata can take us a long way. In fact, she was able to get us to proclaim in Los Angeles that we have Women's International Day.
I wrote to the governor. I received for the first time official proclamations, and I'm very grateful to Congresswoman Waters. I asked her to introduce the bill in Congress.
The House of Representatives passed a resolution observing International Women's Day.
Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America and Congress assembled that March 8, 1994 is designated as International Women's Day, and the President is authorized and requested to issue a proclamation calling on the people of the United States to observe the day with appropriate ceremonies and activities.
And so we have come together on this International Women's Day to say that we will not take this anymore. We will become part of the mainstream of American life. We will become part of the mainstream of life all over the world. We will be in equal partnership with men in each and every way, politically, economically, socially, and individually, because it is important to our daughters, it is important to our mothers, and it is important to ourselves. Maxine Waters, a member of Congress, is on the advisory board.
I wanted to come by and just pay tribute to you, Beata, and to say, because of you, we have Women's Day. Because of your commitment and your love and your caring for women, we're able to gather like this and to talk about our experiences and hopefully inspire women to understand that we're very special and that we have power and that we can do and that we can be.
An organization devoted to recognizing women's achievements is honoring a woman who saved at least 12 Jews during the Holocaust. International Women's Day USA presented their annual awards recently at the Museum of Tolerance in Los Angeles. Among the recipients was Polish-born Irene Opdyke. Opdyke is Catholic. During the war, she worked as a housekeeper for a Nazi major and hid some of the neighborhood Jews in the home. Opdyke was joined by Stefania Borzminski, who was honored last year for saving the lives of more than a dozen Jews as well.
Now, as Ron Olson explains, she carries messages of peace and tolerance to all who will listen.
How does Opdyke feel about all the attention? People, she says, need to realize that one person can make a difference. In Yorba Linda, Ron Olson, Channel 5, News at 10.
At the 6th Annual International Women's Day, this gala event brought together actresses Diane Lane and Shirley Knight from As Good As It Gets.
I think we all need to be cherished more.
But talk to me about this evening.
Well, this has somehow become a day of celebration of the move to equality of women all over the world. And whatever its origins, it's nice, it's happening, and it's good to mark how far we've come, how far we haven't come, and a sort of a sense of solidarity of women all over the world.
What are your feelings about meeting International Women's Day?
Well, I think International Women's Day is very important. Women have sometimes a different view on the situation. It's not always a win-lose in an international macho kind of arrangement.
Let's make International Women's Day just a kind of our call to arms, that we have to get out there and we have to fight for justice for all people.
It does make a difference for us to create this kind of stability in our children, in our daughters, to be able to say, I can do it, and I want to make a difference.
In every single way that we can, perpetuate the goodness of life, of human beings, the goodness of sharing the essence of true love and respect for you, the woman. For it is without each other, neither one of us can exist.
Don't have to do what your mother has done, she has done. This is your life, this new life has begun. It's your day.
This is something that I painted, and it's all the races of women in a woman's body from all over the world. And this is the piece, and this is what I dedicated to all of you that inspired me. Thank you.